right, hi guys. So this week we are going to be creating personal symbol shields or coats of arms. And we're just going to be using paper for this project. We're going to be really focusing on making our shield shapes and our banner shapes symmetrical and making sure that we have all the elements that are required for your coat of arms. So the first thing that I've done is I have 2 pieces of paper. Now these don't have to be white. They don't have to be a certain size. They can be as large or as small as you want them to be. Obviously, you probably don't want a piece of paper that's like the size of a sticky note because you're not going to have that much room to draw. But I have this big plain piece of paper, and then I have a smaller one that I'm going to make my banner and my crest out of. So in order to get something symmetrical, a really easy trick is just to fold our paper in half and draw and cut while it is still folded. So I am going to fold my paper in half long ways, so vertically up and down, so it's the tallest that it can be. And part of using our best craftsmanship, especially for this project, is really making sure that our shield shape fills the whole space really well so that it's as big as it can be. So now with my paper folded in half long ways, I'm going to find the folded edge of my paper and the open edge of my paper. If you start drawing and cutting along the open edge, you're just going to end up with 2 halves of a piece of paper. So I found my folded edge, and I'm going to start drawing the shape of my shield along this edge, but I'm only going to be drawing half of my shield. So for example, if I'm going for like a kind of classic shield shape, I'm going to go up, I'm going to kind of swoop in right here, come out, and then come down to a point at the bottom. And you can practice drawing a really wide variety of shield shapes. And in fact, I would encourage you to do that before you draw your final one and start cutting. So now with my paper still folded along with the folded edge, I'm going to start cutting out the half shape that I drew. And of course, we're being safe with our scissors. We're cutting away from our hands, away from our bodies. You guys know this by now. All right, so now I have half of my shield cut out, and when I open it, I'm left with a perfectly symmetrical shield, which we know means that it's the same on both sides of my center line. So that's how you get it even on this side and equal on this side. So now I have my basic shield shape. Now I need a banner to go along the bottom, and I need a crest for the top. Again, the shape of these is totally up to you. I'm gonna do the same thing with my banner that I did with my shield. I'm gonna fold my piece of paper in half, and I'm gonna draw and cut along the folded edge. So for a banner, I kind of like to make mine a little bit swoopy. You can make it as fancy or as simple as you like. If you just wanna draw like a flat bar, that would be okay too. Like I said, I kind of like to make mine swoop in the middle. I'm gonna straighten that out a little bit. You could get even fancier. And if you have kind of a basic shape here, you could say, well, I'm gonna add like a little flag along the bottom right here so that your banner has these little flags on either end. You could also have your flags coming out this way and then kind of rolling into your banner shape. That's a really cool thing to do. So be creative with the shape of your banner as well, but I'm just gonna do the same thing that I did with my shield. I'm gonna cut it out while my paper is still folded so that my banner is completely symmetrical. And I'm just gonna do a really simple one for this shield. And then when I unfold it, again, it's perfectly symmetrical on both sides, and you have that nice swoop in the middle. So now what I would do is I would take a glue stick or some white glue, and I would glue this at the bottom of my shield. This is where our motto is going to be written. Now all we're missing is a spot up at the top for our crest, which is our most important symbol. Remember we said that this could represent something that's really important to you, like your family, your friends, maybe a value that's really important to you. Maybe if you're a soccer player, you've played soccer for a lot of years, and that's really part of who you are as a person, is being a soccer player. Maybe that would be your most important symbol, something up there. What I wouldn't choose is something really silly. Like if your favorite food is pizza, I know mine is, I wouldn't make pizza as my crest because that's not the most important thing about me. It's something about me, so maybe I would include it inside my shield. But our crest needs to be our most important symbol. So I think for me, I would choose something like family. And again, the shape for your crest can be really anything you want it to be. I've seen people do hearts and stars and all kinds of different shapes. I usually like to make mine just kind of a simple oval or a circle or something like that at the top. And again, you're going to use a glue stick or some white glue to glue that at the top of your shield. So when you are all the way done, you should have a symmetrical shield shape. You should have a symmetrical banner, and then a shape of some kind up here at the top for your crest. And this should all be glued together. Then all you're going to do is decide how you're going to divide up your shield and then start drawing out your symbols. As always, we want to use pencil first, and then as far as adding color and detail, you can really use any material that you want for this project. So crayons, colored pencils, marker, paint. So if you have a metallic material, that's a really great thing to go in at the end and add some like gold or silver details to your shield. So we hope you guys have a lot of fun making your personal symbol shields this week. We can't wait to see what symbols you choose to represent yourself and the shapes of your shield. Don't forget to share with us. Bye.